Social media platforms, such as Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, have made it easier than ever to communicate with strangers. While many celebrities use the platforms to interact with fans and friends, some stars have found themselves in complicated situations when people online lied about their identity. Welcome to Toporo. Toporo is where we count down the best and leave out the rest. Today, we'll tell you about the top 10 catfishing celebrity incidents. Number 10. Nev Shulman. Nev Shulman's story brought the term catfish into the modern-day vernacular. In 2007, he was contacted by who he believed was an 8-year-old girl on MySpace. Shulman began speaking regularly to the little girl, whose name was Abby. She sent him adorable drawings, and members of her family, including her mom, Angela, and her 19-year-old sister, Megan, began conversing with him as well. Over time, he and Megan bonded. They began speaking on the phone, and he fell for her. Megan told him she was a singer and would post songs she allegedly wrote for him on social media. He began to make plans to meet her in Michigan. His friend Henry and brother Ariel were to join him, but before leaving, they discovered Megan's rendition of a Johnny Cash tune belonged to someone else. Despite starting to realize the whole thing was a ruse, the trio took the 1,300-mile road trip anyway to see who was behind it. What they found was that Angela was an unrealized artist and mom of 2 severely disabled boys. While she does have daughters named Abby and Megan, neither ever spoke to Shulman. Angela did, however, appear as herself in his documentary about the incident. Shulman went on to make a TV series about catfishing on MTV, and he and Angela kept in contact. Shulman said, "Angela and I went through a lot together. Our lives will forever be connected. It's a pleasure to still be in touch." Number 9. Manti Te'o. In 2012, Manti Te'o, a college football star from Notre Dame, announced his grandmother and girlfriend had died, and he was just dedicating the season to them. There was only one problem: his girlfriend never existed. He had been talking to who he believed was a Stanford University student, Lene Kekua, whose time was cut short by leukemia. An anonymous tip led 2 Deadspin reporters, Timothy Burke and Jack Dickey, to investigate. In 2012, they revealed Kekuka did not exist, and Te'o had been talking to Naya Tuascopo the whole time. He had led others to believe he met Lene Kekua in person because he was too embarrassed to admit that it was only an online relationship. In the Netflix documentary Untold, the girlfriend who didn't exist, Tuascopo, a trans woman, said she had been struggling with her sexual identity at the time, which led to her catfishing Te'o. Number 8. Brad Paisley and Kimberly Williams. In 2012, Brad Paisley's wife, actress Kimberly Williams Paisley, fell victim to a hoax in which they were convinced they were speaking to a little girl named Claire suffering from neuroblastoma. The person speaking with the couple, who claimed to be the girl's mother, Carrie, contacted them via email and later through phone calls. After the Paisleys learned Claire had died, they wanted to send flowers, but Carrie wanted a photo of the couple for her casket. Red flags came up for the Paisleys. They discovered Carrie, whose real name was Hope Jackson, created Claire with pictures of a real sick child who had already passed away. When they discovered they were victimized, the couple was devastated. Paisley said, "I watched my wife buckle when she realized this wasn't a real girl. It's sort of like emotional terrorism." Number 7. Thomas Gibson. Criminal Minds actor Thomas Gibson had a secret online romance with a woman who contacted him on social media in 2011. She claimed to be a fan of the star and sent him revealing photos and videos of herself. Gibson returned the favor. Their correspondence lasted about 2 years before he realized something was off. He was right. All the media she sent him was off of adult sites. His lawyers sent her a letter demanding she cease contact. Instead, she sent a clip of Gibson in a hot tub to TMZ. The woman never revealed her name or age, but did reveal she was from North Dakota and developed feelings for the actor during their correspondence. Number 6. Chris Birdman Andersen. In 2013, former NBA player Birdman Andersen, then 33, was fooled by a catfish scheme in which a woman named Shelly Chartier convinced him that he had been talking to a young model named Paris Dillon, aka Paris Dunn, who he didn't know was 17. She also pretended to be him and catfished Paris at the same time. It had gotten to the point that the real Paris took a trip to meet the real Andersen. While both acknowledged some things didn't add up, they still believed their communication was legit. After the trip, a third fake person, Tom Taylor, who claimed to be Andersen's best friend, started threatening to make the Paris's racy texts and photos public. Her mom contacted law enforcement, who quickly uncovered the hoax. Chartier was arrested and sentenced to 18 months in prison. Number 5. Tracie Thoms was catfished by a superfan. Rent actress Tracie Thoms was the first celebrity to appear on Catfish, the TV show, confessing she had conversed with multiple social media accounts run by one obsessed fan. Thoms believed one of the people she interacted with was killed, as she was shown pictures of a funeral. On Catfish, Tracie met the fan, whose name was Sammy. Sammy admitted that conversing with the actress made her feel special. Number 4. R. Prophet. Grammy-nominated rapper R. Prophet was another celebrity who appeared on Catfish, the TV show. He explained he was advised to be more active on social media to boost his career. That's when he met a woman named Trinity. He was immediately attracted to her, and their relationship blossomed online. But there were red flags, and it wasn't long before the guys from Catfish discovered the photos she shared were not of her, but of Chris Brown's ex-girlfriend Jasmine Sanders. The person behind Trinity's identity was a woman named Crystal Ramsey. When the two agreed to meet on the show, the duo, who acknowledged their bond, remained pals. Number 3. Kate Gosselin. Much like the Paisleys and John Henson, Gosselin was taken in by the story of Hope, a woman using her real first name who is dying of cancer. Jackson must have told Gosselin her alter ego had died because it prompted the reality star to dedicate an episode of John and Kate Plus 8 to her. When the credits rolled, the dedication read, "In loving memory of Hope." Number 2. John Henson. If this story sounds similar to the one Brad Paisley and his wife Kimberly experienced, there's a good reason. In 2013, Henson, the co-host of Wipeout with John Andersen, was emailing a distraught mother who told him her daughter, Scarlett, who was a fan of the game show, was dying of neuroblastoma. Scarlett's mother, Catherine, shared photos of the girl in the hospital, as well as the girl's drawings and journal entries. Scarlett even conversed with Henson at one point, or so he thought. Henson started to question the story when Catherine was unable to give him information about the girl's health care. He soon turned the emails over to a family friend and private investigator who immediately confirmed it was a hoax. The photos of Scarlett were of a real girl who died in 2007. The culprit? Hope Jackson. Number 1. Meri Brown. The catfishing scandal Meri Brown of Sister Wives fame experienced was part of the show's plot for a few seasons. Meri met a business tycoon named Sam Cooper online in 2015. 6 months after their communication began, she discovered her relationship was fraudulent, and the person she had been confiding in was actually a woman named Jackie Overton. She began to suspect something was amiss when she attempted to meet her online flame. She said, "There would always be something that interrupted that. There was some excuse why he couldn't, but she, Overton, showed up. I was not comfortable around her. I just got the creeps from her. But I'm sitting here trying to be nice for her because this is a friend of his. She basically told me, don't ever screw with us, don't mess with him, don't hurt him. I will ruin your life and I will ruin your family." Overton went so far as to release Brown's racy texts and photos and even wrote a book about the experience as Sam Cooper. Which one of these incidents did you know about already? Have you ever been catfished? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and get notified for more. Thanks for watching. This is Toporo, and we're out.